What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times. We got a weekly race video for y'all. For the first time in a while, by the way, this is my second day of taping. For those y'all wondering, usually I get it done in one go, but it's a 2-day thing because you know your boy's out here double taping for the Grand Championship style filming, which is going to take place in all of July. Or a majority of July, except for the 12th, because wrestling wants to be nutty. So we got the speedrun track here, and for the final 3 weeks in August, it's Speed Kings. No, not Nate Denver coming up 3 different times in a Pontiac Goat with box cut liveries all over it. No, not talking about that. And for those y'all who don't know, please play Need for Speed Pro Street. Or if you have a Pontiac GTO in your collection, a very old one, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. Speaking of which, why haven't there been any Need for Speed series yet? Like, you have some cars, like the Audi R8. We got a couple of R8s sitting around. You can make a Darius livery on one of them. The Evolution 9 just came out. You can make a bunch of stack deck liveries on them. Why has nobody done that yet? Trying to make Hot Wheels some money. Anyway, speedrun here. Racing Hot Wheels ID cars in a modified version of a Speed Kings race. Instead of 72, I'm going to halve it by 36 and divide them into groups of 4. The first, second, third, and fourth way back there. I don't have a little pointer there. And they're going to race each other in one group to be the fastest of the group. And then every other group is going to follow and do the same. And then we're going to have the Fast Four face off against each other in honors to try to take the throne away from the king of the raceways currently, which is X Steam, which had a great performance after embarrassing the iPacey trophy previously. So, without further ado, it is now time to begin the speedrun Speed Kings Hot Wheels weekly race video today, with the first group starting up right now. Alright everyone, it's time for group 1 to begin. I'm going to show you the car in the view, and then it will begin in speedrun. Only difference is you get one shot and one shot only. So you better make it count. When we get to the final 4, we do the 2-run deal. It's a bit of a change. That's the changes for this race only. So here we go. First up, we have ourselves the TV series Batmobile. Sometimes I may give out facts. Sometimes I may just, race them. Or talk about something else. Like SummerSlam coming up here, as this car did a 2:25. So it is the fastest right now. Up next is the Dodge Charger SRT. This is the regular ID version, not the ID Chase version. So here we go. Did a 268. So what's the fastest right now? Fastest cars go here, as always. Up next we have the Aston Martin 1-77. Posted a 290. It's the fastest one so far. Up next, as my phone goes off, 95 Mazda RX-7 Drift. I actually just recently got this in a case unboxing video, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. I think it's under haul or case unboxings or something like that. As it did 190 on the track. Not enough. Okay, let's see here. What is this? Something from Reddit talking about bring these back. I think it's the old Mountain Dew gulping things or something. Up next is the Custom 18 Mustang GT with the Falcon livery on it. We have the fastest one so far, 310. So it is now the fastest. Up next, we have the Mach Speeder. I actually like this one because it has the ID decals all over it. And it does a 320, so it is now faster than the Mustang. So there you go. Or as I say to some people, there's that. Arachnarod is up next. I do have a little flipper somewhere off camera on the right side to stop them from coming back and just manipulating the digital speed thermometer that I got here. It's the best I can do. Then we have Asphalt Assault, second to the last car. It scores a 19. Very slow. So that's not going to win at all. And then finally, we have the Nissan Fairlady Z. I think there's a custom Fairlady Z or a custom 240Z. Not the Fugu Z, but it's something totally different. That has a plastic tire release as well as a real rider's tire release. So hopefully I can find that one day. That did a 219, and obviously that's not enough. So your winner for Group 1 is the... What is it? What is this car? The Mach Speeder. So that wraps up for Group 1. Now it's time for Group number 2. All right. Turn this on for Group number 2. So let's get it started. First up, and probably going to be hard to beat, Stingrod 2. Former Hot Wheels All-Out winner. Could be a Grand Championship winner. And it fell victim to Slamman's Curve. So it is off camera. And we move on. Up next is a Legends Tour Bone Shaker. Whatever happens on the track happens. You don't get a redo. And look at that. 329. That is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Legends Tour Bone Shaker is your leader. Going to 273 for this car right here. This Jurassic Park Jeep. I don't think this has been released in a mainline series yet. I think it's in the pop culture lineup. Or something. Someone let me know. The now older... what is it? FK8? FK something? What generation of Civic this is? I forgot all of a sudden. Civic Type R. The FL5 is the latest version, and Hot Wheels has not made that yet. But they will pretty soon, hopefully, as this scores a 261. Up next is Speed Dozer. .315, 320 is the number to beat. So really close. Next up, we have the Super Blitzen. .304. Should give a big shout out to the Ferrari 499P AF Course model, which has won the Le Mans race. Obviously, when you see this, you will have already known this. Or if you have not, Apologies for the spoilers. But very happy to see that a privately owned Ferrari has won, especially over the other two Ferraris that have won as well. You got the Tumbler Batmobile. I think this is going to be a fast one. So here we go. 336 beats out Legends Tour Bone Shaker. Then we have Buns of Steel. So you grab your girls Buns of Steel. Although they're not really hard, basically. Let's move on. Buns of Steel. What is it going to score? A 313. Shout out to all the Michigan folks. Shout to all y'all from the 313 out there. And finally, BNR 34 Nissan Skyline GTR HKS liveried version. $236. Not even close. So, with Group 2 wrapped up, your winner and the fastest one in this group is the Tumbler Batmobile. And with that, we move on to the next group. Alright, it's time now for the third group to get on the track here. Turn this on, and let's get it on. First up, Time Shifter. An offspring of Time Taxi, as it scores my old district school number, 279. Pretty sure some older classmates will be shocked that I even mentioned that. Then we have the GT Hunter. That does a 323. Now was the fastest. And with that, we move on to the next vehicle, which is Roger Dodger. Threes across the board, which means he wins. He's the fastest so far. Triple threes. Gotta love it. Then up next, former all-out winner, Volkswagen T1 GTR. And I've seen a number of non-ID releases since, but has not made the mainline series yet. So it could make it in 2026. $332. It's not going on this time. But best of luck to him. Up next is a custom 15 Ford Mustang GT. We saw the 2018 model. Now time for the older one. And it scores a 265. No cigar, not even close. Then up next we have the Back to the Future Time Machine. I'm pretty sure it'll go faster than 88 miles an hour, but we will still see it. Yeah, it did a 287, so it is faster than 88 miles an hour, but still not enough to beat the Roger Dodger. Now we have Drifsta. It's a really cool car, but now it's kind of getting boring. A little bit for me. But I'm pretty sure it still has fans, as it did a 308. Now up next we have the very rarely released Joker Shaker. I want to petition this for a Hot Wheels mainline release. And if you want to, put it in the Batman series. And if you really want to turn heads, make this a treasure hunt. So, I don't know what they got for 2026, but this would be a good contender for a 2026 mainline release. And also making it a treasure hunt to make it even harder to find. $329, not even close. But it's still a great one. And what do we have here? Well, he wants his shot back. Let's see if he can try to get it back. He's not going to do it this time. 318. And with that, that concludes group number 3. So now it's time to move on to the final group, group number 4. Time to begin the final group, group number 4. As the speedometer is on, now we begin the racing with HW50. I know it's called HW50 Concept, but I'm not sure they call it HW50. Now, I do have a question, though. In 2028, when we celebrate 60 years, will we see an HW60? I thought I asked that question, as this one did a 317. The car that has not appeared in the mainline series yet, Rally Finale. And I'm pretty sure if it does, it's probably going to get some tweaks. .305, Miami area code. Up next, Rip Rod. It did 304, so it's not going to move on at all. Now we have the next one, which is Subaru BRZ Pandem. Let's see what it can do. 304. Very lucky to find one of these very lucky to find both of these in the mainline series, by the way. The red or the white and the blue one. It's no red one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make it a red edition somewhere down the line. '17 Acura NSX. Does a 237. Very slow indeed. Next up, Track Ripper. .335. That looks like to be faster. Way faster. So it wins. Up next, we have the Nissan Silvia S14 drift car right here. I was looking to find one in one of those anniversary series, theme series cars. And that one's way faster than this one, which clocks in at a 225. Getting down to the second to the last car, we have the Night Shifter. $224. It is going to show up. By the way, speaking of Mountain Dew, I believe the trolley cherry lemon thing is coming pretty soon here, unless it has already hit stores right now. It's only going to be in zero sugar, unless if it changes. So, yeah. Then Nightburner, not Mega Thrust. or what I said, what I called this car earlier in July. And look at that weekly race video, which was really funny. Scored a 279. So with that group commencing or over, we have our Fast Four. So now what we're going to do is we're going to race the Fast Four of the group and find out who is going to be the one to go head-to-head with the King of the Raceways for Hot Wheels ID cars, Extreme. So let's begin the Fast Four group. Time to begin the Fast Four group. So here's how this is going to go. They're going to get 2 chances here. The first one to set their speed and the second time to best it. We don't do averages. We don't do nothing like that. So it's the fastest speed that's going to win and move on and challenge the king. So here we go. Group 1 winner, which is Max Speeder. Gets a 311. And a 310. So as fastest it did was 311. Now it's time for the Group 2 winner. The Batmobile. Tubber Batmobile. $331. Sometimes these cars will post a slower speed the second time, or it can gradually increase at times. So we already know that he is faster. And it's going to be a 331. Even though I did this already, I should make a note, even though I screwed it up here. If you best the previous winner, you automatically go in. And then the next car is up, like so. Roger Dodger. Speed to beat is 331. 330. $340. So he has in fact beat the Batmobile, which means it's time to see if the Track Ripper can try to bounce back and take it away from him. 340 is a speed to beat. 329. He does. And then he goes and does a 317. So therefore, he has failed to beat the Roger Dodger. And what that means now is we have ourselves a winner and a challenger to the king, which is, it's going to be Roger Dodger versus Extreme. So let's get these two on the track and see who's going to get the throne. All right, here we go. Here's the battle. For the King of the Raceways for Hot Wheels ID, it's going to be Extreme versus Roger Dodger. So, the speedometer is on. And here we go. The King of the Raceways is going to go first. As it is a 305. We'll give it 3 shots to best its speed. $304 it did. $315 it did. So the fastest is 315. If he could beat a 315, which I think is very easy for him to do, then he is going to become the new king of the raceways for Hot Wheels ID cars. He does a 336, so what that means is, with one run, he managed to dethrone him. As we have our winner, and the new king of the raceways for Hot Wheels ID cars. It is, in fact, wait for it, Roger Dodger. So without the way, that is the end for today's Hot Wheels Weekly Race video. We're going to be doing 2 more of these, one of these with fantasy cars and then the other one with realistic cars, so stay tuned for that one. So it's a wrap. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you're a brand new watcher, be sure you subscribe and also turn on the notifications bell as well. They greatly help me out tremendously. Anyways, it's your boy Chris Cage, and I'm coming at you 2 times, and we're gonna see you at the next video.